Hello everyone, today we are taking a deep dive into the Tahr and all the furs that they have, and that includes the Great One furs. Before we get into all the fur types and stuff with the Tahr, one thing to note is that the Tahr will not have a drink zone, so this will be the first Great One that does not drink. So this will change up how we hunt them, and might possibly make it way harder to grind for them. But that depends on where all their feed zones are. To start us off with the common fur types, this here is a red-brown. You didn't get to see a male of the red-brown. There was only one male that we kind of saw, not this stream, but the first stream where they unveiled all the animals on the map, so I'll show one of those. But we didn't get to see a male red-brown. Next we have the light brown and the straw. And the last common is the red, which we don't really get a good look at. It's kind of always in that back corner, but the red and the red-brown kind of look similar. Now we move on to the uncommons and the rares. So here we go. To start off, we have the white, which I believe Jaxie said was uncommon, but it's not confirmed, so it still could be a rare. And the albino. Here is a female, and we also see a male here too. It's crazy the difference between the amount of fluff on both the male and the female. The male has way more compared to the females, and this is also true with just the normal commons. And the white and the albino are similar, but as you can see here, the white has slightly darker legs and doesn't have all the pink accents that the albinos do. Now what we have really been waiting for is the Great Ones. There are 7 fur types for the Great One Tahr, and to start us off we have the Great One Gold. This is the only Great One that I believe blends into the time when there's no snow during the dynamic weather cycle, so all the others are kind of more of a black and white theme, which allows them to blend in and camouflage into the more snowy terrain. The second fur type is the Fabled Gray, which it looks to have a whole lot more fluff around the neck compared to the Great One, the Fabled Gold. We also get a nice close-up of its blue eyes. And now we move on to probably my favorite one, which is the Fabled Latte. One of the reasons why I believe this will be my favorite and the one that I hope to get is the way the black and the white in the fur kind of combine and have like the white stripes going up into it and just all the kind of gradients and different colors of black. I also like the pattern on the legs, and finally I really like the detail and the coloring on their face. Next we have the Fabled Half, which I believe is similar to the two tones of the Great One Moose, but this one also looks really good. It's kind of a mix between kind of like a yin-yang kind of look. Next we have the Fabled Snow, which will probably end up being my second favorite. I just love how the white and the black mix again on this one. I also like how the white mane kind of frames the face. Next we have the Fabled Scar, which we have already seen, but not the full body. It's crazy the amount of detail that went into this one, just all the scars. It looks like even it's not just like an imprint on the fur, it's kind of like an actual removal of fur there, so like there's actually depth to it. The scars really make it look like he got beat up, probably by a snow leopard because they're the predator that lives in the area. And finally we have the Fabled Skull, which you can kind of just get by the face. It just looks like it doesn't have fur on its face, and just the white pattern on it makes it look like it has its skull exposed. But this one also looks good. The fluff is crazy. Probably one of my least favorite of the more black and white ones, but it's still really good. They did a great job on making all these Great One furs. They put a crazy amount of detail into them, and I'm so excited to try to go get one for myself. And to end the video here, we are going to take a look at Jaxie shooting one of the great ones. I don't think it's a great one for her, just because it's not a fabled, but it's one that he spawned in. We get to take a look at the class of it, which is class 4, as well as the scoring and the Great One medal that they chose to use. I thought there was a chance that they would make a new one just because it's a horned animal, and we haven't had a Great One with horns yet, so I thought they might make a new one because the antlered Great Ones have their own, and the Predator Great One has their own. And with that, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.